Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm actually in the potting shed today and I'm going to do my peas. I've got several types of peas I'm going to try this year. I've got some saved seed. I can't remember what these were. But for the past 5 years, 7 years, whatever, I've been saving my own seed and replanting it. So I've got some saved seed from plants I've previously grown. I've got some Hurst green shaft that I got from Suttons, and I've got some early onwards which I got from Aldi. I was in Aldi one Friday night and I saw these £1.29. I thought I'll give them a try for that price. I've also got a bag that says, it's got written on it, Mange Tout. I can't remember where I got these from or who gave me them with that. I'm going to try them anyway and see what comes up to it. Okay, let's turn around. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these cell trays. These are not cell trays, these are root trainers. These are root trainers, John. So I've got these two old root trainers which are beginning to fall apart a little bit, but they're still usable. You know, if you handle them with care, they will. I mean, I've had these for about 7 or 8 years. I've had them a long time. You just got to store them properly and they will last. But the compost is the compost out my green Dalek over underneath the tree. So it's just my own compost. Let's see, we'll try these first. These are the early onwards. It says, early maturing variety produces large peas which will grow vertically for easy crops, ideal for adding vitamins B, C and potassium to your diet. So I think we'll put these in the back one and we'll see if we can get enough to put 3 peas in each one. Have you never seen them before, the peas? They're just like dried peas. Well, that's what they are, dried peas really. And once they get watered, they should start to germinate. So I'm going to start off by putting 2 in each cell. Is that the word? I don't know. It was lovely earlier on today, but it's gone all cloudy now. So I do like growing peas. They're a good little snack. Oops. On the allotment. And I'm going to put a bit more compost in that one. It's a bit light. And the freeze well, you know, so if you get a good crop, you can blanch them, put them in the freezer, and you've got some really nice homegrown garden peas all year round. Yeah, I was up at the plot yesterday, but there wasn't an awful lot to do. I was just doing a bit of woodwork, doing another raised bed for Delilah. But I did get our potatoes, and £4.80 for 3 kilograms of Cara, which is the main crop potatoes, and £4.80 for 3 kilograms of Rocket. which is secondarily, and me and Delilah, my allotment buddy, we split them between us, and we'll grow them in containers mostly. I've also got some King Edwards that I bought a couple of months ago, and I've got some green ones. I saved all my green potatoes last year, and I'm going to plant them again. So I'm just going to pop a third one in each one. And if you watched the last video I made where I was sowing my tomatoes and stuff, that was last Sunday I'd done that, and they've actually germinated, and they've poked their heads above the compost. I think I am just going to have enough, 3 in each cell, and 1 left over. Well, there's no point leaving that out. You can go anywhere, really. So, give you a closer look. And what I'm going to do now is I'll just cover this with more compost and water it. And I'll leave them in this shed. We're getting some cold nights, but they should be protected from frost in here. These ones I'm just going to put 2. These cells are a little bit smaller, so I'll just put 2 smaller cells, but you get more cells. And these are the ones that I saved from year after year. Usually, previously, what I've done is I've just put the peas straight into the ground, put lots in. So if the mice do take any, you've still got plenty of peas in. But I didn't get a very good crop last year. So I thought I'd try this method instead. So last week I also planted some lettuce, but that hasn't shown up yet, nothing. So I'll leave that another couple of, I'll leave it until something does show up. But I also planted some beetroot last week, and they've germinated as well. So that's my own saved seeds. Move these around a little bit, and these are going to be the Hurst green shaft. What does it say? Blah 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 blah. Long pods, exceedingly sweet peas for fresh use, freezing or exhibition. Yeah, I'm not really bothered about exhibition. I'm more interested in the eating. So So I'll put 3 in each of these. How long does it take to germinate? Germination 7 to 10 days. Grows best well in sunny position. You can succession grow them during the summer. From sowing to cropping, 16 weeks. So this is what, near the end of March. So I could expect some stuff near the end of July. So what I'll do with these is once they're ready, I'll take them up to the allotment and I'll just use a bulb planter. I'll take these out because of the way these are shaped. You get long vertical long roots on them, hence the name root trainer. Let's see if I can show you. You see all the roots are funneled sort of like down these ridges. And so I'll have like a compost sort of and root ball about that depth, which I'll just use a bulb planter to create a hole and I plant them very easily. Okay, that's 3 in every one. And these ones are going to be the Mange Tout. I've run out of root trainers, so I've only got a few of these, so I'm going to put them in here. To be honest, I prefer the peas to the Mange Tout, but since I've got the seed here, seed slightly browner than the peas, but we'll give it a go. I'll see if Delilah wants some of these. Actually, yeah, I'll maybe see what comes up first. They look a bit more like sweet peas, but it does say Mange Tout on the bag. I wouldn't have written that if it wasn't. Okay, so I don't even know whether these will germinate or not. I don't know how long they've been in my seed box. I'm just going to cover these over now. That's one. Just fill up the cells with soil and press it down firmly. There's nothing difficult about this at all. This being my own compost out the Daleks, there is some worms in it, but I don't think they should harm it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see which ones come up first and what sort of cropping I get from the different various varieties. Just from down the compost a bit, and I'll fill in these indentations. Another handful or so. Other things I'm going to sow today is my sunflowers. I saw Ali from my rusty garden. She was doing some sort of sunflower challenge, and she had all these incredible varieties of sunflowers that she's going to try and grow this year. So it'll be interesting to see what actually comes up. Me, I've got my favourite, which is the ones that I try and so I'll leave that down there until I get these done. There's Autumn Beauty, which is sort of like burnt red. Sunflower, multi-headed, really striking plant. I did grow some last year, and I thought it'd be nice to put them out the front. But it's nice, I've got a little flower bed out the front, which is, we've got tulip bulbs in at the moment. And of course, last summer when I had the sunflowers, I thought I'll stick them out the front. It'll be a nice display out there. And I went on holiday, and I came back, and the cats had been using my flower bed as a litter tray, and they destroyed almost all of the sunflowers. There was one that was still left, so I replanted it. One that was still alive, so I replanted it. But then the slugs got it. It was a dreadful year for slugs last year. Then the slugs got it, and that was it. It was game over. I was quite annoyed, so I decided to wage a little bit of warfare on the local cats. So I started off by putting chili powder over the bed. Then I thought, oh, it cost me a fortune in chili powder if I keep having to do that after every time it rains. So then in the end I just built a frame with some chicken wire around it, and that solved the problem. But yeah, I never got any sunflowers last year because of the bloody cats. And my next door neighbour, she had 2 cats. She's only got one now. One of them died. Yeah, we've got like a wildlife camera in the garden, and it goes off whenever there's any movement. And we catch next door's cat coming through the garden with his mate from down the road. We don't know who his mate's called. We just call him Chairman Meow. But next door's cat's called Angus, which is the name of our bunny, who's still hanging on in there. He's sort of lost mobility. He's got this E. nicoli disease, and he's sort of like lost the ability of his back legs, almost. And we were giving him medication and he was getting better. Then he stopped taking his medication and he got worse again. So this week we've actually started force feeding him his medication, whether he likes it or not. So it's a bit scary for him getting force fed medication, but we've tried everything. We've tried putting it on a bit of apple and folding the apple over like a sandwich. That's how we first filled him. But he's cottoned onto that now and we wouldn't take apple from us. So we then started injecting it into the middle of a grape, sort of like scooping out a bit of the flesh from the inside of a grape and injecting the paste in there. And that worked for a couple of days, and then he stopped taking grapes from us. So it'll take a grape without any paste, but he must be able to smell the paste. As soon as you try to offer him a grape, it's got paste in it. Absolutely refuses. So he's still quite poorly, but he's bright and active, and his bodily functions are working fine, and he's eating, he's pooping, he's drinking. He's just not getting any exercise or anything like that. So initially when we did give him the paste, after about 2 weeks, there was a big improvement and he was actually hopping about with a bit of a limp. So we're hoping that if we keep force feeding him the paste, each day giving him the correct dosage, that it will make a recovery again. So we have to wait and see. Oh, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use one of these. Sorry. Dead space there for a minute. So these are the ones that I bought from Premier Seeds Direct. Sunflower, Autumn Beauty, 70 Seeds Organic. Alright, these are quite old. So by September 23, I'll give them a try. If they don't work, in fact, I'll plant them all and we'll see what we get. Just let me get some compost. I'm just going to sort of like sprinkle them on the top and poke them in. Oh, there's not many. Oh, damn. I've got about 7. Oh well. If these come up, I'll try saving some seed for next year. I've got 8. Now I spotted a bag of sunflower seeds in the house. I don't know what they are, but I might put a few in that end cell. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, I'm back. Now I found this bag in the house and I don't know where we got them from. I think it might have been Pip's dad that gave us them. So I'll try a few of these and see if we get anything. That's quite often the case. If people give you things, they don't bother labelling them. Anyway, we'll see if they take. Hopefully we'll get some sort of sunflower coming out. That's 12 of them. I'll just put a little bit of soil over those ones at the end. Well, that's it for today. I've got to go and make the dinner now, but I will keep you updated on the progress. The packet said 7 to 10 days, so hopefully by this time next week we should be seeing the first green shoots of peas coming out of the cell train, the root trainers. So thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe, it doesn't cost anything, and if you tick the little bell you'll be notified whenever I put a new video up. But that's it for today. Bye for now.